Have you ever tried to create a morning routine? Did it once, did it twice, maybe even 3 times, but after it just fell down and you just haven't been able to keep up with it? Well, that's what's coming up right here in the Life Peaks University podcast. We are discussing how to create a stress-free morning routine that works for you. I'm your host, SD Rapport, a productivity coach here to help you rewire your brain to be more efficient and effective. Okay, now let me first give you a little bit backstory of my own morning routine. I've always been into morning routines for really long, and over the years, they've changed and they shifted, and I had different ones at different times, depending on that stage of my life. And then a couple months ago, I found myself not being able to get out of bed to do my morning routine. I would literally get up right before I needed to start work to just get dressed and do a couple things so that way I could actually be there to see clients and do what I have to do instead of being able to prime myself, prepare myself, and really have that boost that my morning routine gave me. And I was trying to change it up and see what I could do. And what if I tried this instead or that instead? But again, all I did was been able to try it for one day and I haven't been able to keep it through. And then I was thinking about it and journaling about it. And I realized that I created a morning routine that was super, super structured. At 5 o'clock, I wake up. At 5:15, I start my workout. At 5:45, I jump into the shower. Literally minute by minute, what I do in my morning routine. And for a long time, it worked for me. I would literally watch the clock and follow my morning routine through the schedule. But at this shift in my life with just different things going on, this super structured morning routine just wasn't working for me. And it was causing more stress instead of me being able to actually get out of bed. So I would just do none of it at all. So I decided I'm going to make a morning routine, a draft morning routine, where I would say, this is what I want to do in my morning routine, but I am not putting any time limits. I am not saying how long I have to do any of the activities. And I am not saying if in case one day I decide I want to drop one of the activities, today I'm just not in the mood of doing it, or I want to spend more time journaling instead of exercising or whatever it is, that is totally okay. I am going to make a basic outline and this is what I'm going to do. And guess what? Ever since then, I haven't missed my morning routine once. Okay. So the moral of this was to be able to work together with my brain and what I was currently at the stage that I was with at that point, so that way it'll work for me. So before we get into how to actually create this stress-free morning routine, I want to tell you why we are speaking about morning routines. Because in the previous episode, Michael Alsey really spoke a lot about bringing all your parts together and having every part of you really having a voice and working together with it instead of against it. And as he was talking about it, I was like, yes, that's what is exactly happening with me with my morning routine. And you could create a stress-free morning routine the same way by working with your brain and not against it. Okay. So this is not a cognitive functions. This is just about learning to work with your brain and having that help you and rocket fire, literally give you the energy to be able to do what you want to do. So before we get into what to include in your morning routine, there are 2 things you have to clarify. Number 1 is, why do you want to create a morning routine? What is it that you want in your life that you want to come out of it? So for me, it's really about setting my day in the right intention. I know that it's really grounding me and setting me up for success. I know from those months that I didn't do my morning routine and literally was just like going downhill and things not going okay. It could be because you want to prepare for the day. It could be because you want to have good, healthy habits. You want to be more fit, whatever your motivation of the morning routine is, you have to get that super clear. And then number 2 is you want to clarify how long, how many minutes, how many hours you have for this morning routine so you know what you can include. Once you've clarified that, I am going to give you 10 things, actually 11 things that you might want to include in your morning routine. Now, you do not have to include all of them. Even I don't include all of these 11 things. You choose the ones that work for you in a structure that works for you in the order that works for you. Just make sure to write it down so That way, in the beginning, you could reference back to it and know exactly what you're doing and not waking up in the morning and saying, hey, what am I doing now? No, you have it super clear and you've already planned it. Ready? So here we go. Here are 11 things to include in your morning routine. Number 1 is start your day with a really small success. So your brain is like, yes, success. I'm continuing this on. So let's say something is small, like making your bed. Takes just about 30 seconds or less. And right away, your brain has that small success. So think of a small success, maybe making your bread or brushing your teeth or something that your brain already accomplished something right away. Number 2, a really good thing to add into your morning routine is your body gets very dehydrated when it is sleeping. So wake up and drink water. Lots of water is really, really good for you, especially lemon water. Squeeze that lemon in and you'll feel like super refreshing. I literally like wake up the time I drink my lemon water. If you like wheatgrass is a great thing to also drink in the morning. Number 3, have in your morning routine some gratitude. So either say it out loud or write down something you're grateful for. Maybe you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, whatever works for you. Number 4 to add in your morning routine is movement. So that could either be a full workout or it could be a walk outside, it could be walking your dog, it could be some yoga or Pilates, whatever you like, movement, or even just shaking it out, putting on music and shaking out through an entire song, letting all that energy out of your body. Number 5 great thing to add into your morning routine is journaling. And you know how much I love journaling with your non-dominant hand. So you can do that too. Number 6 is meditation. Really good to give yourself some quiet time to reground and focus through everything. Number 7 is visualization. So either with a vision board or just visualizing a specific goal you could have, or you could visualize your day ahead, or you could visualize your perfect life. Depends how you want to set your visualization. It's up to you. Remember, you're working with your brain, not against it. Then number 8, I think we're up to, is celebration. You want to celebrate as if you already accomplished your goals. So what's something that you want to either accomplish today and you're celebrating it, that it happened, or made your goals, like buying a house or reaching a certain point, losing a certain amount of weight. You want to celebrate it as if that's happening. Show your brain that happened already. Or if that seems a bit too foreign for you, you could try celebrating something that happened yesterday or in the past that you're just super excited to celebrate. Number 9, you might want to add into your morning routine is prayer and connection to God, to a higher power. Number 10, a really, really good one to add into your morning routine is reading. This could either be like you read a certain amount of pages or for a certain amount of minutes just to set your mind in the right direction. Or even if there's a specific skill that you really want to learn about and you feel like, oh, I don't have time to ever learn about this, then set aside 10 minutes every day to read about that specific book, a book on that specific topic, to really every day just a little bit more get better at that. And number 11, this is plan your day ahead. I actually do this the night before, but if you don't do it the night before, in your morning routine is a great way to go and start. So your challenge for today is to, first of all, clarify the 2 things I spoke about, why you're making your morning routine and how long it's going to be, and then go and pick which one of these 11 things are you going to put in your morning routine so that way it works for you. If you make it too long or you make it too strict or something that is not going to work for you, it is not going to happen. So if you literally only have 5 minutes, you might just say, okay, I'm doing a small success of making my bed. I am going to shake out my body and I am going to visualize my day ahead. You choose what works for you so that way you could actually apply it. Have an awesome rest of your day and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Life Fix University podcast, but I have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support the show, but will also help the people you love most. We are striving for 1 million downloads by the end of 2025, and we can't do this without your help. If you love this episode, please share it with 2 of your family and friends so they too can rewire their brains to have an extraordinary marriage. It was awesome spending time with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.